What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hanya Road. Today I want to get into the second book review. Haven't done one in a little while. Excuse the backdrop. I know you can probably see my lights and stuff right there. I'm still trying to get everything set up and figured out about, I guess, what works best for making videos. And yeah, so I got a few of my books right here, but today I want to talk about one in particular that I think would help a lot of people. I wish I knew this 20 years ago. Understanding the universal laws that govern all things. If that's not kind of self-explanatory, if that doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will. Justin Perry is the guy who is the founder of You Are Creators YouTube channel. So go check out his YouTube channel before you actually get the book. If you want a heads up of what's kind of going to be in here. Go ahead and read the back for you guys to give you just a little brief rundown of what it's about. It says, life is not a series of random events, but is orchestrated through a set of natural laws that govern life on Earth. Once we understand these laws, we will have a better understanding of how life works. Once we understand how life works, we can make life work for us instead of against us. This book is intended as a guidebook to offer knowledge that you can use throughout your life. If I can sum up the entire book in one statement, it would be your mind is literally shaping the world around you. The core principles of the book are really surrounded around manifesting. If you guys are out there, you've heard something about this. I think there's a book that kind of was a big deal not too long ago called The Secret. I haven't read it myself, to be honest with you, so I'm kind of just speculating, but I know probably touches on this in some way, shape, or form. It's the idea that things don't just happen coincidentally. There's no, good luck. There's no bad luck. There's no, I hope this happens, or why won't this happen, or why hasn't this happened? I'm in the United States, so I don't know where you're watching this from, but Western civilization and Western philosophies on life really don't leave room for spirituality and really getting to know the essence of yourself and how you really work and what your purpose really is here and what you're able to do and reaching your full capacities. That's something that I really have learned to gain an appreciation for, is Eastern philosophy a lot, in spiritism and things like that, and not in a freaky way or anything, but definitely check it out if you want to see some really interesting stuff. So I think that's something that we neglect, is our thoughts and our mind's ability to really have an effect on your life. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, people say you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or why you should never say something like, oh, what could happen next? Like when something bad happens and you're just like, oh my God, like what could happen next? This is why people say you shouldn't say things like that, because it can always be worse. And if your mindset is, oh, what could happen next? It can't get any worse. Why do you think something worse always happens? It's the power of your thoughts. It's the power of your mind. People are really realizing that. So You Are Creators has an incredible YouTube channel where he has so many great lectures and videos that, break this down a lot better than I can. See what it can do for you. Honestly, see what it can do for you. It's actually written in bullets. So it's not a book like what you think, like you're reading, page to page to page to page through chapter, long chapter. There's a reality on tools of creation, thoughts and words, feelings and actions for abundance, how to be the best and expect the best, on abundance, how you want your life to be, the power of the mind, on changing frequencies and moods, on meditation, on self-affirmations, on giving, on trusting the process, on forming habits, on gratitude, on believing and focusing on the good, on visualization, which is a really big one. That's a really important one. On taking risks, on financial security, on finding your passion. That's a big one for a lot of people. On deserving goodness, on training your subconscious mind. So these are just a few of the topics that are covered. Bullet points. Easy, concise, totally understandable. No big confusing words, no nothing. He lays it out into layman terms, and that's why I suggest you go check out You Are Creators, the YouTube channel, or his YouTube channel. I'm gonna read a little snippet from the topic on trusting the process. The first bullet: when you write down your desires and walk towards your goals, trust that everything that happens to you is for your own good and is actually leading you to accomplish your goals. Second bullet: the universe works in ways we don't and can't understand. But when the smoke clears and the dust settles, we will notice that every step we took aided our success. I opened this up to a random page and kind of just read from there. But there's something powerful on every page. I like to believe that books sometimes are a lot longer than they have to be or than they need to be. And I say that coming from an author's point of view, because a lot of the times what people write doesn't have to go into the book. They can say what they want to say, whatever the message is. They can normally sum that up in a sentence or two, or, you know, maybe a page or two, a chapter at the very most. They could sum up the main points of their book and what they're trying to get across. The rest is all just to help you understand and to fill up the pages for the publishers, pretty much. You know, I like to think there's only so much gold per se that you can take out of every book, but this book has some gold on every page, and it's a quick read, especially if you're not really heavily into reading yet. If that's not really your thing, or if you haven't developed an appreciation for it yet, it's cool. I understand. I used to be the same way, but I would definitely recommend starting there for something that's entertaining, straight to the point, and life-changing. And if you don't or haven't heard about manifesting, or if you don't necessarily, you know, believe in it, I would just say, just give it some thought, give it a try. Just try it. I mean, the worst that can happen is that nothing works for you, but hey, it beats being where you are right now. Hey, why not? Make sure you check out thehanyarroad.com and see if you missed anything. Go back and watch the other videos. Got some great stuff from right here in Detroit on Arab American culture and all the good stuff that we have going on here. And also be sure to check out the Hanya Road shop and pick up copies of The Happiness Formula, Escaping the Self-Trap, which is my little own version of that book. It's actually before I read that book, but I think it has, you know, very short, very to the point, has a lot of potential to impact your life and influence you in a very positive way as well. My book's very short and to the point. I don't believe in wasting people's time when they're reading ebooks, because I know there's many other things you could be doing on your phone. You could be texting, surfing the web, and checking emails, watching YouTube videos, the trillion apps you could be playing on or doing stuff with. So I keep all my ebooks straight to the point, very short and powerful. So check out The Happiness Formula, Escaping the Self-Trap, and Be a Father to Your Child, which are all in the Hanya Road shop. And again, this is Darian, and I'll check in with you guys in the next video, all right? See you. I want to show you guys the difference between